and talking about foreign investors. Well, we are speaking about boosting trade ties. This time we're looking at Malaysia. And right here we have in the studio the Commission, Malaysia High Commission at Trade Office in Lagos. Right here, Jude Bryan. Hi, Jude. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Miss Ini, good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So I think the first thing I'm going to ask you, what did you guys do to the palm fruits you took from us, and now everybody's getting palm oil from you instead of us? We shouldn't have allowed you to take those palm fruits from Nigeria.
Miss Ini, that's how the story goes. But it's fascinating to observe that how collaboration and strengths from different countries can create a global product. So this is something from Nigeria, has enhancement in Malaysia, but is creating a world bestseller.
But, you know, a lot of times when Nigeria is involved in a bilateral trade conversation, it seems Nigeria is just on the importing side. When you talk about trade between Nigeria and Malaysia at this time, what are the prospects? What's really going on? How much is Nigeria actually exporting to Malaysia? That would be more interesting.
Ms. Ini, let me just share some information that might interest you. In 2024, as of last year, Nigeria's export to Malaysia grew by 121.7%, to be valued at USD 964 million. So Nigeria's export to Malaysia surpassed Malaysia's export to Nigeria in 2024. It exceeded by 418 million US dollars. So this is, of course, a testament to the strength and resilience of Nigerian industries, the entrepreneurs who are going all around the world flying for new businesses. It's also a good indication of the policies that has been placed by the Nigerian government for Nigerian businesses in enhancing their external trade.
So what are the areas of this import or export?
In 2024, for example, the surge of imports from Nigeria to Malaysia were in two specific areas. One is agricultural produce. There's a large import of cocoa products from Nigeria to Malaysia, and also a lot of petroleum-based products, derivatives from Nigeria to Malaysia, which has caused the increase of Nigerian exports to Malaysia. But in addition to that, there are many other areas for potential collaboration. For example, the Nigerian ICT, Information Communication Technology sector, particularly the fintech sector, is dynamic and thriving. This is also another area that could be potential collaboration between Malaysian businesses and Nigerian businesses. Also, interestingly, recently I observed that Nigeria has signed an economic agreement with Saudi Arabia for the Halal Product Development Corporation. So this will put Nigeria on the road to becoming a regional hub for halal products and services, which is fantastic news because Malaysia also is very active in the halal space. We also would like to be a global player, a champion of the halal industry.
But that's competition, yes.
No, we both can cooperate. We don't have to compete with each other. We can cooperate and together supply the services for the global halal and products and services. So Malaysia, we have this trade fair called Malaysia International Halal Showcase, MIHAS for short. We have developed the trade fair for the last 20 years. It is the largest attended MIHAS halal trade fair in the world. We got an award by the Guinness World Book of Records for the largest attendance last year. So I take this opportunity for Nigerian businesses who want to cooperate with Malaysia and enhance the halal sector to participate in MIHAS. It's happening this September 17 to 20.
All right, so looking at the different platforms available, so most of these exports you're talking about sounds like it's more B2B, business to business. Do you have a lot of government-to-government trade between Nigeria and Malaysia?
There's certainly areas for cooperation, and we are looking at areas that we can cooperate together. Of recently, IRIS, Malaysian companies who produce ICT security technology, does produce and supply the passports, the passport book for the Nigerian government. So that's one area where both governments are cooperating in the case of Nigeria and Malaysia.
What about small businesses?
Small businesses, we have the largest component of Nigeria's exports to Malaysia will be the agricultural produce. So there's a lot of cocoa being exported, a lot of rubber being exported, a lot of nuts, cashew nuts being exported from Nigeria to Malaysia.
But I guess the challenge there for Nigeria is we export more of raw instead of adding value, so to get, you know, more value, more funds.
I understand that, but it is something that has to be developed with proper policies and fundings to enhance cooperation. Also, of late, the Nigerian businesses are actively seeking partnership, not only in terms of funds, in terms of technical assistance to enhance the plantation and the production of agricultural produce in Nigeria. For example, Malaysian companies are heavily assisting smallholder plantations and larger plantations, palm oil plantations in Nigeria, from the initiation to the production. So they come in, they assess the land, they do feasibility studies, they manage the plantation, they produce mills, produce output, and help with the export. So we're already cooperating between...
yeah, because I wanted to ask what Nigeria could learn at this time. I mean, yes, we now agree that Malaysia is the leading exporter of palm oil and palm fruits and all of the products that come from there, especially palm oil. Perhaps there are some lessons or tips that Nigeria could learn from that.
Yep. We'll focus about the palm oil sector, for example. You just mentioned earlier that we took it from Nigeria and we made it bigger. Let me share some history on how this actually happened. So very early on, the government of Malaysia recognized that this is a economic driver, will be economic driver for Malaysia. So we had strong and consistent government policies to push the palm oil sector in Malaysia. These policies include supportive, productive policies ranging from land development and also exports. There are three main agencies that assist with the success of the palm oil industry in Malaysia, starting with FELDA, which is short for Federal Land Development Authority. So FELDA helped put together all these smallholders to create bigger land base for the production of palm oil. They also give the smallholders access to land, training, and financial assistance. So that is on the development side, putting together the land, putting together the people, so there is proper facility to create, to produce the fruit. Second will be the Malaysian Palm Oil Board. The Malaysian Palm Oil Board comes in and assists the industry to research and development. Through funds and years of research, we have developed high-yielding seeds, efficient processing techniques, good machinery, sustainable techniques, which is what makes Malaysian palm oil more sustainable, more competitive in the global market. So that both covers the supply side, the production side. Now you have to go to the market side, the selling part. So for the market side, we have the Malaysian Palm Oil Council. Their role is to promote Malaysian palm oil all across the world through these benefits, through benefits of palm oil such as health, nutrition, the sustainable practices, how palm oil help smallholders and elevate people in Malaysia, improve their economic and livability, and also remove all misinformation about what palm oil has in the global marketplace.
Interesting, and well, I do hope that some of those tips will be gathered. So it's very obvious that the Malaysian government has been very intentional about every segment of that production and market, from the mechanical to the funding to even managing the market side.
Yes.
So no wonder Malaysia has succeeded in this. Thank you so much. Jude Bryan, Malaysia High Commission and Mar Trade Office here in Lagos. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Eni. This was fun.
Thank you.